Greetings fam, if you've been thinking about getting into flat-top cooking, the Blackstone 1883 original 28-inch griddle is one of the most recommended beginner-friendly outdoor griddles I kept seeing across reviews, Reddit threads, and cooking communities. I researched this griddle thoroughly online, and it honestly seems like one of the best balance points between price, cooking space, and versatility. If you want to check the latest deal, click the link in bio. The first thing people love about this griddle is the cooking surface. Depending on the version, you get around 524 square inches of cold-rolled steel cooking space, which is enough for burgers, pancakes, eggs, stir-fry, fajitas, and breakfast spreads all at once. A lot of users said the 28-inch size feels like the sweet spot because it gives enough room for family cooking without taking over the entire patio. The dual independently controlled burners are another major advantage. Together they produce around 30,000 to 34,000 BTUs depending on the model variation, and users consistently mentioned how useful the separate heat zones are. You can toast buns on one side while searing burgers on the other, or keep vegetables warm while finishing steaks. That flexibility is honestly one of the biggest reasons people switch from regular grills to flat tops. One feature that stood out repeatedly during my research is the integrated protective hood. Older griddle setups sometimes required separate hard covers, but this design keeps the cooking surface protected from dust, rain, and debris immediately after use. Reviewers also mentioned the hood helps trap heat for melting cheese and keeping food warm during larger meals. The side shelves also get more praise than I expected. They sit at counter height, which makes prep work way easier compared to tiny fold-out grill shelves. Owners said the extra space becomes useful constantly for holding trays, spatulas, ingredients, sauces, and cooked food while everything stays within reach. Cleanup seems to be another strong point. Blackstone's rear grease management system gets mentioned in almost every review because it lets grease and food debris scrape directly into a removable collection cup. Compared to scrubbing traditional grill grates, many buyers said this setup makes cleanup dramatically faster and less frustrating. I also checked comparisons against Weber Slate, Camp Chef, and other Blackstone models. The 28-inch original seems especially popular with first-time griddle owners because it balances affordability, cooking capacity, and ease of use. Reddit users repeatedly described it as large enough for most families while still fitting smaller patios and backyards comfortably. That said, this griddle definitely is not perfect. Several users reported inconsistent quality control issues like uneven welds, chipped coating, slightly bent burners, or loose-fitting components out of the box. A few reviewers also mentioned uneven heating and said the griddle requires regular seasoning and maintenance to prevent rust. Because it weighs around 60 to 90 pounds depending on setup, portability is also more limited than some buyers expect. After researching the Blackstone 1883 original 28-inch griddle thoroughly across owner experiences, Reddit discussions, expert reviews, and cooking communities, I can confidently say it is worth buying if you want a versatile outdoor cooking setup without spending premium money. The large cooking surface, dual heat zones, easy cleanup, and practical design make it one of the strongest beginner to mid-level griddles available. It may not have the refinement of more expensive competitors, but for backyard cooking, family meals, and weekend gatherings, it absolutely delivers strong value for the price. Click the link below for the best price.